Hello and welcome back to Gabriel Night 2, The Beast Within. We are going to dive into Chapter 3, which means we're back to playing as Gabriel. So, do a little recap. In Chapter 1, Gabriel got a new case, his first real case being given to him as the Schattenjäger, as the voodoo murders he really kind of fell into and hadn't quite assumed the mantle yet until the very end or after the case. And this time there's concern about werewolf killings somewhere outside of Munich. Gabriel's been investigating. There were some wolves that escaped from the zoo, which were being accused of these murders, but based on Gabriel's investigation, it seems like that's not possible. So he has joined a hunting lodge, a very private, prestigious hunting lodge, where the basically manager, managing veterinarian or researcher of the zoo is a member. And now he's going to try and find out some more information. So let's dive in here. We open with a nice dream sequence that doesn't mean a huge amount to me, if I'm being honest. Maybe it will later, a couple chapters from now. Resolution's not phenomenal. I think that's wolf hair, but unless they're supposed to be swan feathers, but they seem awfully small. Anyway, we awake back on the Uber farm again. We can still look at the cross. Gabriel says he doesn't really have anything in his bag that he needs. Really, the only thing that we need to do here right now is, of course, get another look at the paper. Always got to check that out every morning. Not that Gabriel can read the paper, but...
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Another killing. Sadly, we can't really learn much about it. It looks like it probably happened around 1:15 in the morning is my guess, but outside of that, unless you speak German, you're not going to learn any more than I am from this. Now, one thing that we know we have to do, although you could be confused as to how the mail is arriving so quickly, but we will ignore that. Germans are very industrious people. I'm sure they're very efficient. But one thing we know is that Gracie sent some mail to our lawyer, so we could run off and grab that now, which I think we will do. We don't need to watch this. If we try to click on the police station, Gabriel will say he's got nothing to do there.
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
Similarly, if we try to go to the lab, we can't really go anywhere. He'll say, yeah, I think we're done.
I don't need to do anything else at the lab.
We can go to the zoo, but there isn't anything to do there. Klingman's lab is locked, and otherwise we just kind of wander around and we can look at the wolves, but that's about it. So, let's go to the lawyer. There is also one other place that we can go, and I forgot to do this earlier, although there's no real rush, but von Glauer gave his business card, so that's Baron von Glauer. He seems to be, he's certainly a member of the hunting lodge, but he seems to be a particularly prominent, maybe the Ed member, I'm not sure.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
And he told us to stop by and visit him anytime, so now that we have read that, we can go to his abode, though we will not do that for a little bit. Probably not till next video.
Am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke.
Oh,
I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
This is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay, too.
Thanks, Harry.
Ooh, that was weird. As rude as it is, we will take a second just to open this package and realize it is not from Gertie, but it is from Grace.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're going to need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750 and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Well, seems like Gabriel wants to keep Grace far away from the dangers he's involved with. Now, she did send those books, and he is willing to read the lycanthropy book, which we won't do, but we could. But it's the same thing, obviously, that Grace learned about last time. However, if we do try to read, the Ritter diaries.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Gabriel really doesn't have much interest. The same thing happens with the other book. But it is, reading that piece from Gracie does allow us a couple of extra conversational topic with Harry here.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
Tell me more.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
I love that evil little smile he has when he feels like he's got a way to tuck Gracie away from him.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sure it's nothing.
All right, I think that will do for now. Let's head out.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
And we could poke down towards the hunting lodge. cover a notable little scene down here. As we saw, there was another killing, and this is where it occurred, it would seem. Let's dive into the crime scene.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
And this is the police detective we had been trying to reach, so let's see if we can have a conversation with him.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber? Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Well, maybe if he thought we had something more worthwhile to show him. Do have our evidence report to show the work we've been doing. Will that get his attention?
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your zoo wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
Look, I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
A little less accommodating than Mosley was.
Sir.
Well, I suppose we will just have to make ourselves worth his time. So if he doesn't want to speak to us, maybe we will just speak to the people.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's? Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Lieber over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zoowölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus?
Und
Gabriel does lay it on pretty
die
thick.
Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight. I'm the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
Well, that was eventful. All right, we could... Pretty much done here. We could head into the lodge. I don't think we need to right now. Come back later. For now, why don't we just head to the police station and have that conversation? Alright, so this is the Baron's estate, but we'll go to the station. Meet the very, very intense officer here.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
I like this guy a lot because at first when he, decides that he has no interest in us, he will tell us nothing. But now that he's decided that, he's willing to make this deal, he's an absolute open book, and I appreciate that. So we can look at this map, which we will do later. I have a couple of things. I don't think Gabriel's any interest back here.
Probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, I can't see past the commissar's big head.
And similarly here.
At least he's neater than Detective Mosley.
But let's have our conversation. He does have a good deal of very useful information for us.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
I don't really know. I think P.D. James is a like police detective novelist, but I'm not sure.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of broad criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf. When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Interesting.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The 2 males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Toni Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
And what can we learn about the killer?
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Interesting. Seems like Gabriel's got it down pretty well. Enjoy watching him try to ask this.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of...
What?
A werewolf? Never mind.
Well, at least he tried.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo record.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet? As in, maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
Interesting theory. I don't think we really considered just yet.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet two wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Just because the zoo wolves are not the killers doesn't mean that they're not an important part of the mystery. All right. Learn a little more about last night's killing.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence.
Is it a coincidence? Let's see. Any theories?
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
But lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought.
And our last one that will spark some memory for the commissar.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
This is a good example of him being very forthcoming with information that probably he would not have any need to tell us about as part of our deal, but just a good, honest guy who's keeping with more of the heart of the deal than the specific terms.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest. Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
One more.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American P.I.?
You could say that.
And how did the Yubas end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
All right, now there is one more thing that we need to do in the office here. Let's look at this map that Commissar Liebar told us about. Really, that part of the conversation, I think, is more of a hint to look up here than anything else. So, two things. One, if we look at this more central killing, the one that happened downtown.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose.
Fair enough. Now, there is one other thing that I think is relatively difficult to miss if you don't come all the way over here, but we do want to look at the information of this most recent death, Carl Grossberg, and we will jot his name down in Gabriel's notepad, name and number. And with that, I think we can depart. I think Gabriel has to sit down first, which I suppose we don't really need to watch, but just in case anything comes up, no. Okay. All right, let's leave.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
And the next thing we're going to be doing is at the Uber farm, so we'll go here, but then afterwards I think we will end the video for now. When we come back, we'll dive a little more into some things, but I need to watch him get out. So yeah, we'll end things here. Hopefully you enjoyed, but till next time, see ya.